Pacific Rim Uprising has plenty of the mecha on kaiju action that earned the original movie's passionate fan base. It even adds the wrinkle of the giant mecha, Jaegers in this world, occasionally duking it out with the other giant robots. But the fiercest struggle in this sequel isn't found in any of its action-packed set pieces. It's in Uprising's indecisiveness on whether to walk its own path and distinguish itself from the original, or to play it way too safe and feel like a retread. Uprising takes place a full decade after the original Pacific Rim, where Earth's last defenses thwarted an invasion from an interdimensional alien race known as the Precursors, who use giant monsters to do their dirty work. This time, it's Jake Pentecost, played by John Boyega, the estranged son of the late Stacker Pentecost, played by Idris Elba, who takes the lead, even though his mere existence is the epitome of shoehorned, considering that we went through 2 hours and 20 minutes in 2013 without so much as a mention of him. Don't expect Uprising to give the previous cast much love. Those characters who do return have no opportunity to endear themselves as they did before. Mako Mori is so criminally underutilized that it'll have fans scowling before Uprising has hit the 20-minute mark. Characters played by Charlie Day and Bern Gorman only have a few minutes to get their old act back together before a ridiculous plot twist rips away all of the humor and mirth that Newt brought to the first film. To Uprising's credit, that plot twist is a genuine surprise, but it firmly establishes the moment in the film where the sequel was so close to charting its own course, only to hesitate at the last second and play things way too safe. Prior to that point, Uprising presents a fresh concept that sets it apart from its predecessor. Rogue Jaegers and Jaeger Kaiju hybrid drones who go haywire offer up foes and battles that are new to this budding franchise. Once that surprise hits, Uprising becomes more of the same, with the Precursors and Kaiju, who have nowhere near the personality that those in the original film did, taking center stage. Uprising had a golden opportunity to expand its interesting world and diversify its action, but ultimately couldn't commit. It's frustratingly uncertain what to do with the material that spawned it, irreverently discarding aspects of the original that won fans' hearts, while refusing to fully explore the new premise that it introduces and eventually forgets. The ideas might be short on winners, but Uprising's production was definitely in order. The actors making their debuts in the Pacific Rim world all hold their own, with Boyega and Jing Zhang standing out. Boyega proves that he can carry the weight as the sole leading role without cracking under the pressure, while Jing Zhang effectively portrays a calculating, highly ambitious leader of a powerful corporation. Even without Guillermo del Toro's impeccable attention to detail guiding the visuals this time around, Uprising's imagery is fun to behold, with strong CGI to build its bombastic battles. The action sequences are far more robust than in the original Pacific Rim, moving at a more frantic pace and spilling greater carnage across the screen. In the original, the encounters between Jaegers and Kaiju were like the lightsaber duels of a Star Wars film, usually brief and with a lot of posturing, but highlighted by momentous blows that felt all the more special for their scarcity. Uprising's action feels more like the bouts in a Rocky movie, where the combatants go back and forth, landing hit after hit on one another. Pacific Rim Uprising is loaded with potential, but stumbles when it can't seem to decide what audience it's trying to win over. It ramps up its action and brings in a slew of fresh faces to welcome moviegoers who may not have been convinced by the original, but then abandons its fresh concepts and retreads much of the ground that the original covered. Fans of giant monsters and giant mecha are in for some pretty cool set-piece battles, but that achievement feels hollow given how much Uprising left on the table. For everything Pacific Rim, movies, and entertainment, you're already in the right place, thegeekiverse.com.